Your baby is crying. It is 3 a.m. You reach for the formula. You mix it. You warm it. You feed them. And within minutes, they are calm. Now, take all of that away. No formula. No bottle. No clean water. No hospital down the road if something goes wrong. Just a newborn baby, a terrified mother, and a world that does not care if either of them survives the night. This was the brutal reality for every human baby born for 300,000 years. And somehow, almost impossibly, enough of them survived to build everything that exists today. So, how did they do it? Ancient human babies had only one primary food source: their mother. Breast milk was not a choice. It was the only option for survival. And the human body, over hundreds of thousands of years, perfected this fluid. Human breast milk is not simple. It is one of the most complex biological fluids ever studied. It contains over 200 different sugars called oligosaccharides that the baby cannot even digest. They exist entirely to feed specific bacteria in the infant's gut, building a microbiome that protects against infection. It contains antibodies that pass the mother's immune experience directly into the baby. It changes composition hour by hour, day by day, adjusting to exactly what that specific baby needs at that exact moment. Formula is an extraordinary modern achievement, and it saves lives every day. But it is an approximation of something the human body spent hundreds of thousands of years perfecting. But breast milk alone was not always enough. And this is where ancient human communities did something remarkable. When a mother could not feed her baby, another woman did. Wet nursing. The practice of one woman breastfeeding another woman's baby is one of the oldest and most consistent practices in human history. Anthropologists studying hunter-gatherer communities have found the same pattern. In small groups of 20 to 50 people, multiple women were almost always nursing at the same time. If a mother died in childbirth, which happened with devastating regularity, another nursing woman in the tribe took the baby. If a mother was too sick or too exhausted, someone else stepped in. This was not charity. This was survival infrastructure. The nursing network of a small community was the exact boundary between a baby living and dying. Over thousands of generations, that cooperation became deeply embedded in human social instinct. But what happened when no nursing woman was available? This is where ancient humans showed incredible resourcefulness. Raw animal milk from goats or cattle contains proteins that infant digestive systems struggle to process. Ancient humans learned, through painful trial and error, to partially pre-digest it. They would ferment it, warm it, or mix it with specific plant materials to make it tolerable for young infants. Archaeological evidence has recently uncovered something shocking. Prehistoric ceramic vessels shaped specifically for infant feeding, dating back 7,000 to 8,000 years. These were not adult food containers. They were small, with narrow spouts designed for a baby's mouth. Inside the residue, researchers found animal milk. Ancient humans had invented the baby bottle thousands of years before anyone called it that. Pre-chewing was also common. A mother or grandmother would chew soft meat or roots until it was partially broken down, then transfer it directly into the baby's mouth. It sounds unhygienic today, but it transferred saliva containing crucial enzymes and antibodies. In a world with no blenders, it was a practical, life-saving solution. Solid food introduction happened much earlier than modern guidelines recommend. By 4 to 6 months, babies were given soft, mashed plants, bone broth, and animal fat. Necessity demanded it. And group knowledge, passed from mother to mother around the ancient fire, kept them alive. In those ancient communities, infant mortality was devastating. A significant percentage of babies did not survive their first year. This was not because ancient parents loved their children less. It was because the margin between survival and death was razor thin. Every parent who has ever held a sick baby in the middle of the night and felt that helpless, desperate terror, that feeling is ancient. It has been felt by every generation of human parents since the beginning of time. The difference is, modern parents have options that ancient parents could not have imagined. The formula in your cupboard represents thousands of years of accumulated human knowledge. The hospital down the road is the answer to every prayer whispered over a sick infant in a dark cave 50,000 years ago. Ancient babies survived because their communities refused to let them die alone. Because women shared their milk, their knowledge, and their wisdom. Because human beings are, at their core, a species that takes care of its young with a ferocity that can outlast any challenge the world throws at them. That has not changed. It never will. If you made it this far, you are officially part of the tribe. You are a soldier of knowledge. But a great army needs a bigger family. So, what's holding you back? Hit subscribe right now. Leave a comment to let me know you're here, and let's build the biggest knowledge empire on YouTube. Take care of yourselves, my then kind army, and see you soon.